Hello, this is William Gifford and my presentation on the employment or unemployment in Pakistan. And why should we be concerned about the employment in Pakistan? Pakistan has long-seated ties and connections with Islamic terrorists. A large portion of our involvement with Pakistan is the fear that a terrorist-sympathetic government will take over Pakistan and control the nuclear missiles. Also, despite Pakistan having fielded tens of thousands of troops, Osama bin Laden was allowed to live in Swat Valley in the open without ever being turned over, implying heavily that the Pakistani government turned a blind eye to him and his extremist group. This sympathetic view towards Islamist extremists, combined with the fact that unemployed youth and adults are pushed into terrorism due to circumstance related to their poverty, leads this to be an issue that the US should be focused on. Unemployment and poverty have a direct impact on terrorist group ability to recruit. The unemployment rate in 2012 was at a high of 6.5%. We thankfully have seen these numbers lower in the past few years down to 5.7% in 2018. This trend so far is downward, which is a good sign. But when we compare that number to the US at 3.5% unemployment, we see that there is a long way to go. Comparing it to other neighboring nations does, however, show that they are relatively competitive in this area, with Afghanistan at a current 8.8% unemployment rate, India at 8.5% unemployment, and Iran at a whopping 10.9% unemployment. But we do see lower numbers the further out we go from Pakistan and its neighboring countries, as low as 3%, 3.5% in China. As we dive deeper into these numbers, we can also see that while the unemployment rate is going down, overall labor force participation has also gone down. This is critical to understand because participation going down signifies people that are giving up looking for jobs and who are not counted as unemployed in the unemployment rate, but can be just as devastating for the US in terms of terrorist recruitment efforts and the overall economic health of Pakistan. This drop does occur from the female participation, going from 24.3% in 2012 to 22.8% in 2018, while the male participation stayed the same at 81.1%. Overall, we can see that the improvement in the unemployment rate is a positive trend, but the trend is not moving fast. We do see rapid growth and better job opportunities in developed suburban areas as opposed to the rural countryside. Rural migration has been a major concern for those in cities, as those in rural areas migrating into cities are stressing them to their limits, while the working population that is left in rural areas are largely ignored as the little resources available for infrastructure are poured into the cities to support the rising populations. This leaves not enough people or infrastructure to support a true working population. Further, outside of the context of the unemployment rate, we also see family income significantly lower than those in the suburban areas, causing stress, restlessness, and frustration that can lead Pakistanis in rural areas to pursue other options like joining extremist groups that promise to take care of their family. So what causes the unemployment? And there are several contributing factors to the reason the unemployment rate is so high in Pakistan. The economic crisis in Pakistan leaves the state in a near constant recession. This is contributed by unstable governments and corrupt politicians. There's also a rapid increase of population within Pakistan with Pakistan being considered one of the highest population proliferates. So, how is this unemployment issue solved? Now, this is a complex issue and is not going to be solved overnight, and it won't be solved in one way. But it can be faced on many sides. One step would be to lower the amount of corruption in politics there is. Politicians tend to be some of the wealthiest citizens and pay little to no tax because of their manipulation of the law. By fixing and closing tax loops, we'll see a significant bump in government money to pay towards social programs and infrastructure to support new jobs, thereby decreasing the unemployment rate. Further, better education will also serve to provide better jobs for those below the poverty level, increase family planning awareness, and hopefully empower more women to become involved and equipped to assist the family. In summation, while there are good trends forward, there's so much left and do in Pakistan. We need to help raise awareness and understand that this issue does affect all of us.